Hello, hello. Welcome back to my playthrough of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc for the Android device. And I'm trying to remember where we were last night. I believe we're starting the investigation for the second trial. Yeah, so pretty exciting. Now we get to go and be detectives. Again. But we're gonna do better this time. Because we've got the experience. After Sayaka's investigation. So, as you recall, if you caught the last video, the victim this time was the ultimate programmer, Chihiro Fujisaki, who has so far been a pretty decent moral compass for, I mean, even out of the moral compass of the group, because we actually had the ultimate moral compass. But you know, Chihiro was, you know, so nice to the point there where when we were doing one of her free time events, she revealed that, you know, she felt bad even about killing a mosquito that was sucking her blood, and she just watched it devour her blood, knowing that, well, it must have been that hungry, and I just felt so bad. So, you know, kind of a blow, I would say, to the group here, losing that niceness and positivity. But anyhow, that's why we have to go and make sure that we avenge her by finding the truth behind her case. So yeah, we're just given the Monokuma file, so let's go ahead and check that out. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Nice! Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know? Sure. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just... You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But Kyoko's right here. I want to work with Kyoko. We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Mondo! Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Kinda like every time he talked with her for the past, like, 3 days. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Nice! Mondo's account has been added to the truth section. Sakura! I use this locker room all the time. Do you? It just opened up like 2 days ago. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her. But still, I still think she came here on her own. By choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would also have to come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Nice! Sakura's account added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Man, we are making progress here. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Nice! Locker room dumbbell added to the truth bullet section. Now I believe it is time for us to move on. Huh? Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I would say we didn't even talk to everyone. Kyoko was right there. Maybe he just didn't want us to talk to Kyoko. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Machine gun? Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. Floaty boards. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with the case. Yeah! Now we have 2 coins. Life craft? A flotation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. Nice. You know, just tell me what I'm looking for. You can at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. Okay. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Well, okay. No need to be so rude. Camera? Surveillance camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happened and they're still forcing us to go through with this. I don't know, man. I don't know. Beep boop. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
なんだ
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
そう
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
なんかよ
Sure. What's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
うん
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked. Correct?
まったくもう
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook. Correct?
もちろん
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room, and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in
つ
there.
まり
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
不眠ね
Good lord, you're simple. But, am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
にゅほほほほ
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
うん
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but... In order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so... So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
まったくもう
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self.
まあいいだろう
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Nice! Card reader added to truth bullets. This is not the main hall. We came to the main hall. Oh, this is the main hall? I was thinking the dining room. Okay, well, I'm the idiot in this situation. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. It was like the second thing I clicked on. Come on now. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it through yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and then when I did... Sayaka Mizuno. You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Nah. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loading a e-handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Nice. Main hall e-handbooks added to truth bullets. Hmm? Hold on a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Yeah, I was there. I remember. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey! 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 What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure. And it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does. But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Nice! Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullets. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the true culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people. That's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Okay. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. And this will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one who killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah, hey you two! Big trouble! Need your help! We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. Okay. This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina. It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. I can feel it. I can sense it. You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Oh, okay. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Okay, can we... Asahina! You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing, but when we did... It was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff? We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. That's what I tried to do. That's how good of an idea it was. I may as well give it a shot. Man, my words are just not working. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
何
What?
いや朝比奈さんが心配してて福川さんが閉じこもってるって
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
放っておいて
Leave me alone.
さとりあえず一度ドアを開けてくれない
Yeah, sure thing, but could you open up just for a second?
好きにさせない
Won't allow it. Huh?
ジェノサイダーショーなんかの好きにはさせない
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. Oh, drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
でも
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? I wonder... What do you think, Byakuya? Hey, Byakuya. You think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
まあいいだろう
Sure. Whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
放っておいてしつこく
leave me alone. You're all so annoying.
ヨガミくん
Huh? Bakula.
戸上だ
It's Byakuya.
ごめんなさい約束守れなかった
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise.
でも安心してこれ以上はもう
But don't worry. Never again.
私がジェノサイダーショーの好きにはさせないから
I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
なんだ
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
黙れ
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
行くぞ
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. I feel so useful helping out Byakuya like this. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
何度も言わせるな。
Don't make me say it again. Letter? Is this letter new? Oh no, the letter's not on the wall. Monokuma, 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 Kuma, Kuma, Kuma. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh. Here?
行くぞ。
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa. So many books and files. And so much dust, too.
つまり
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, why don't you tell me about Byakuya? If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Okay, thanks for not telling me, I guess, Byakuya. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? I don't want to talk to you, Byakuya. I get it. I'm useless. I understand. There's so many files stuffed into this shelf. What's in all these
や
things?
めろ。
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Oh. Wooden box, got it. Extension cord, yep. Understood. They reveal the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. Dangerous world for a commoner. Yes, okay. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
そう。
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. No, I don't want to talk to you, Byakuya. I don't. I really don't. I get it. I want to see these files. Report on presidential assassination. Box. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! There's a ton of thick files stuffed under the bookshelf. All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. They're filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. So, can I look at it? Can we go? Oh my gosh, why am I so dumb? Why am I so dumb? If you pay attention to your surroundings... Box. I've tried to look at the lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah. It's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
なんだ
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before. Then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
面白い
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things that no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
みんね
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not that. It's just, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
なんだ
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you read all these documents? And more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why... My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible?
つまり
I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what has always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all of those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
そう
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and the other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
そう
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
つまり
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Gah.
つまりだ
That's right, there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of it. Us. Then, Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
面白い
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little killing game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
いいね
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Well, okay. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
まあいいだろう
Well, you didn't beg. But I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Komatsu Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takashi Masamune, Yuto Umejima. There was no end to it. But one thing perfectly became clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now, take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggesting that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
つまり
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on a TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Nice! Genocide Jack case file has been added to Truth Bullets. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait! Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
お前の相手をしている
Come
暇はない
on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
じゃあな
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, let's see what we can do in our amount of time. This might... I really want to get this all done in one video, but, you know, we'll see, I guess. And this is not the way to go. Reality isn't everything, and you've got Monokuma drawn as an actual bear. That's awesome. I've never seen that yet. Why is this green? I was trying to look for the locker room again. Obviously, she'd be in for food. Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret.
か不死
No, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time
そ
with?
れは
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
そうなんだよね
Yep, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait, maybe she was used to the guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Nice! Always account added the truth bullets of your handbook. I doubt there's anything in the kitchen. Okay, so green. Green is good. Where was the other green then? Warehouse. I can't even remember where that is, honestly, so probably would have taken me a while to find this. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
そんな
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well. I will tell you, and only you.
実は
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
ええ
This was right before nighttime.
あらこんな時間にこんな場所で何をなさっているのですか
Anna, what are you doing out this late? What are you doing out this late?
ちょっと
Oh, I was
ト
just...
レーニングでも始めるおつもりですか
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
なんでわかったの
What? How did you
スポ
know?
ーツバッグからはみ出していますわよ青いジャージの袖が
And because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
本当だありがとう
Oh, you're right. Thanks.
じゃあ急いでるから行くね
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
そうですわね
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Nice! Celeste's account added to the truth bullets. Is there anything else here? Have I checked everything? There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. I don't see anything noteworthy. Let's go try to find the locker rooms again. Could have just teleported out. Should have just teleported out. Hallway, pool. Let's do that. Hifumi. Ding, ding, ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
なんか来た
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What'd you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
そうに決まっている
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. You sure about that? Really? Okay, I guess. Okay. I think we might kind of manage this. What is there to find in here? Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. This is one of those monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school crest. If I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me. Duffel bag, lockers, punching thing, lockers, plant, carpet, carpet. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Nice! Boys' locker room carpet added to the truth section bullets. Okay. Cool. This is not where I wanted to go, I don't think. Cool? No. It's easiest just to teleport around, huh? I don't know why. Again, there I could have just went right into the girls' room. Kyoko! Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
だけど
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to be taken care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
さあ
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
じゃあ
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its
じゃあ
whereabouts.
ね
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Nice! Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullets. Body. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after going through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Nice! Status of the dead body. Add to truth bullets. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. So back to the library then. There's blood here. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is most likely the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Nice! 2 locker room posters has been added to the truth bullets. Carpet? There's a bloodstain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. Anything else about Dumbbell? Nothing else about the Dumbbell. Someone who knows locker rooms. Dude had a real complex about being weak. Did she really need to get stronger? Chihiro's complex, where did it come from? Who knows locker rooms? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpets in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Nice! Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Bloodlust? Word bloodlust is written in the wall in the blood, just like all those Genocide Jack cases. At every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Okay, I guess back to the library he was saying. IB Reeve. Library. Yes, let's get the heck out of it, okay? Yes, let's get the F out of here. Library. Plug. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Nice. Genocide Jack file again? Genocide Jack file? It's a document about the secret counselor revealing the kind of truth a commoner shouldn't know, so I guess I'd better not. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. I want to take another look at the Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Nice! Library desk lamp added to the truth bullets. And that would signify the end of the investigation and on to the next next portion, the class trial. So we did it. Got it to 1 hour and 5, so I'm not going to waste too much time on the outro. Yeah, we completed the investigation here. So yeah, otherwise I am happy if anyone else is still following along. You know, please like the video if you're to this point still. So you know, I can see other people are still interested as well. Comment if you have any kind of discussion to talk with people. And yeah, subscribe for any further videos added up. I try to post daily here. So yeah, or try to upload daily. So yeah. All right, anyhow, we'll see you all next time. Wait a second. I meant to actually end the video, but no. Alright, see you all.